BagFuel, baby.
This is my beef with the internet. My beef with the internet is that everybody goes into the driver's seat of I would do if that was me. Everybody is a if that was me person. And a lot of people, 2020. Yo, you get what I'm saying? That's one. And then there's a lot of people that just talk, man. A lot of y'all people never been in a situation where someone's really just went in on your jaw. It's like
it's different. He's spitting right now. He's spitting right now.
It's a whole different game. And then the other part about is people never also been in those levels of pressure. They never really been in it. A lot of people be like, yo, when people shoot, man, I would have ran. No. Y'all never been in a
You might get shot.
I think intense chaos brings intense chaos.
Yes.
That's what happened with the Tony Yayo situation. When they saw the back and forth, people were like, oh my God. And I'm like, yo, bro, that was like regular for me.
Yeah.
Going back and forth. You see me go back and forth with E, bro, Angela Yee, so many people.
Yeah.
It was more calm, him going back and forth, than it would be if we were just having a regular convo and it wasn't spice. That would actually bring out my anxiety. I'd be like, yo, ain't shit happening.
Yeah, I mean, people don't, again, I don't think that people, the thing is like this. Anytime I give any advice in life, if someone goes, Punch, what do you think? The first thing I ask is, yo, give me all the information.
Yep.
So a lot of people are looking at that as, oh, that's Heineken's there at a pod. Some people that are making those assessments are not understanding that you've worked with G-Unit for 10 years by now easily. You get what I'm saying? To be like, yo, I've known this man for 10 years. You get what I'm saying? So no matter what goes on, whether it makes sense or it doesn't, to an outsider, I think what people got to really just get to see is that straight up and down, they don't understand that there's 10 years of a relationship behind what's going on. So
they don't do their research. And they don't do their research.
Like you said, they don't care.
I mean,
the lie is always better than the facts. That's all it is.
I'm very confused by the people because the information is at the tip of their fingers. Everything that we say, everything that you said, if they really wanted to know, even Yayo said, like, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
He even made reference to it. You know what I'm saying? If they watched the whole joint, they could see that everybody was cool at the end of the joint. There was no problem. People was taking pictures.
So the internet is, maybe I'm missing something. So the internet feels like there's a problem?
Yeah, a lot of people were like, yo, it's a problem. And I'm like, no. After the interview, we spoke. He was like, yo, you should have been a fucking lawyer. You pissed me off. I wanted to fight you, though, because you were talking to me like a child. But to be fair, though, the point that Yayo made and the point that Esso made was, at the end of the day, someone passed away, and that's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
And no matter how I try to distribute my personal feelings on it, it still came off insensitive.
Yeah.
And that right there, like, they both sat down and spoke to me privately, and they both literally said everything.
Who's they both?
Esso and Yayo.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, like same way you would call me.
Yeah.
Even though we've known each other for years, it's not above you or beneath you to say, yo, you were wrong here. Here's the play. Here's the angle. And you're not saying that from a 2020 hindsight. You're saying that that's what I would have did.
Yeah, I know what it's like. And that's
my nigga, you went against Flex, 6ix9ine, this nigga, that nigga. You've been in real deal internet interaction.
I've had entertainment.
Yeah.
Funk Flex was also attacking me from the radio, but you know. Shout out to my grandpa, man. It's a good guy.
Here we go. See, I'm about peace and love.
And you know, if I seen Flex, you know what I would really do? I'll take out my camera, record him, and joke him. I'm not gonna do nothing to him. I'm not gonna hit him. I don't think we're not aggressive.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm saying this and
very candidly.
Very candidly, people know that Clue is one of my best friends. But when I met Flex, he was very, very chill and very respectful. You know what I'm saying?
Both of us respect.
He showed, like, I'm not gonna lie, he showed me a lot of love, and there wasn't no problems. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about candidly something that I didn't agree with him about, and he was like, I didn't know about that. And then, like, the nigga was very, very, like, sincere. Like, I was very, very shocked. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've had a let me not say very moderately good relationship with him throughout the years.
Okay.
He's played my records when I was a rapper. Okay. Like, he's dropped bombs on me rapping. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's looked out. I sent him Ooh early. I sent him Gummo early. We've had a relationship from rapping to DJing to managing back to DJing to when, and I totally get it. That's why in any video I've ever went at him, it was like, look here, you old fuck. You get what I'm saying?
But why do you say I don't get that? But why do you say that? I don't get that. Like, what's the energy behind that?
Like, what started it?
No, I mean, just what's the energy? Like what's the beef? Like, what's the energy? Because
it's a competition, animosity.
Yeah, is it competition? Is it real? Like, you know what I'm saying?
There's no. Okay, it's real, but people think that once you have a disagreement, it's beef.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying? It's extremely real. The dialogue and everything to it was extremely, extremely real. You get what I'm saying? So, I think it was at a point where I'd probably be, some people will look at this and go, no, never. But there was a point where I was arguably the #1 DJ in New York, not on radio. Okay. There was a point where, hands down, if not #1, that I'd be in every argument of top 3 at a certain point. You get what I'm saying?
In terms of being able to play skills, influence,
I think all of it. Temperature,
artists,
brand.
temperature,
I mean, you're talking about in New York at that point. Yeah. I was by far the most viral DJ that wasn't on, and I was bigger than. I was bigger than 70, 85% of radio DJs at that time period, temperature-wise on the internet.
I agree.
We're talking about I was doing nearly 1 million views a week.
But did radio respecting that back then? Because it's because they're just now starting to respecting that now, and they're still not to the point of really respecting it. So I'm saying, so being that you was going viral, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't gauging what you was doing as what would say in the category of a DJ
100%
on radio, so they would have missed that boat because they were missing the popularity.
That's not it. They're not missing it.
Okay,
they're not acknowledging it. They're seeing the same
thing. They're not acknowledging it, which is causing them to mix the boat. Because if they acknowledge the boat, if they acknowledge that this was going on the boat, if they knew that popularity from that net would translate to radio, they would have fucked with you. Because they didn't acknowledge it, they didn't put it on their radar to get that deal done. They're still not paying attention.
Yeah.
I argue with him about this all the time. I used to argue with him and Math about this all the time. I'd be like, yo, the big wigs at the labels don't care about what we're doing.
Yeah.
Even to this date. It's only a couple. Paula cares about what we're doing.
Chris Green.
Chris Green cares about what we're doing. Geo cares about what we're doing. But it's a handful of people that understand and get this power, because now they just now and then the other ones that don't get it, you know what they're using the podcasters and this YouTuber space for? They're whoring them out now, Punch. And they're making them the promo run for the artists. So we don't got to pay you. Because y'all podcaster, YouTubers, y'all want hits, and we're gonna bring this guy to you. But when they go over here to the promoters and the club DJs and the radio dudes, you know what they're saying? I don't give a fuck about that. That's Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie Quan got to pay me. But the podcast community is letting us get played, and I argue with them about this. Okay,
but you know what it is? It's a generational thing, and I've always said this. People didn't know that you could get paid for doing certain things. It's been an industry secret. It's been hush-hush. So when people are like, a lot of dudes' dreams was to be on Hot 97, Power 105, because of Star and Buck Wild, of a certain age range. That's not the case anymore. So now, when these slots aren't opening up, these guys are holding on to the slots, whether it's A&R position, management position, et cetera, and now they get a chance to, I'm madder in the internet. They have no business experience, no nothing. No one's feeding them game. It's like, yo, hook by crook. I am that example. I didn't have no cosign, no nothing. Punch used to see me we would have all these think tank moments. I'll be laying on the carpet. I'm like, yo, Punch, how we gonna get this? All right, we're gonna talk to this person. We're gonna do this. We don't know the game. All right, Angela's gonna come. We gotta flip the monetization thing. When you came along, you're like, yo, Broham, this is wrong behavior.
I was like, y'all tripping.
Like, what are you doing? This is dirty nigga behavior. How did you get away with this?
Yep. I didn't even understand.
Nobody told me this shit.